For 11 consecutive days, starting on May 10, 2021, Palestinian terrorists from Hamas and Islamic Jihad fired 4,000 rockets at Israeli civilian centers, including Jerusalem and Tel Aviv. In the middle of the night, families across Israel hurried into bomb shelters. Miraculously, the country's Iron Dome anti-missile system intercepted 90% of the rockets. Yet those that got through killed 13 Israelis and injured hundreds more, and caused damage and devastation to homes, schools, and industry. Israel's Air Force responded by striking hundreds of terrorist positions in Gaza, including a vast underground network of Hamas terror tunnels. Although Hamas and Islamic Jihad deliberately fired their rockets from within densely populated areas, Israel took extensive precautions to limit civilian casualties, notifying residents prior to attacks. Even the UN's top official in Gaza acknowledged that the IDF strikes were precise, sophisticated, and did not target civilians. Nevertheless, a week after the ceasefire, on May 27th, the Palestinians and Pakistan, acting on behalf of the Islamic group of states that includes Iran and Syria, initiated an emergency session of the UN Human Rights Council. Now, despite its name, 68% of the Human Rights Council is comprised of brutal regimes such as China, Cuba, Eritrea, Libya, and Venezuela. At each of its meetings, the Council singles out Israel for condemnation under a special agenda item. It has passed more resolutions against the Jewish state than on Syria, Iran, and North Korea combined. The Council routinely creates commissions of inquiry targeting Israel, effectively denying the country's right to self-defense. Their false and one-sided reports grant propaganda victories to Hamas and Islamic Jihad, incentivizing the terrorists to continue launching wars. This time, though the minority of democracies such as Britain, Germany, and the Czech Republic voted in opposition, an automatic majority succeeded in creating yet another commission of inquiry. This one, however, is unprecedented. Its scope includes not only the war of May 2021, but all events leading up to it and since. They also have the broad mandate to examine root causes of the conflict, including alleged systematic discrimination based on race. Whereas all past inquiries on Israel lasted for about a year, this one is perpetual. It goes on forever. The inquiry has a large staff of lawyers tasked with collecting evidence admissible in international tribunals with a budget of millions of dollars a year. Although the inquiry claims that it will examine both sides, Hamas and the Palestinian Authority are its most enthusiastic supporters. That's because they are assured of its outcome and that it will support their campaign to try and criminalize Israel. And lest there be any doubt, the UN made their intentions clear by the person they appointed to chair the inquiry, Ms. Navi Pillay. UN rules require that commissioners be impartial. Pillay is the opposite. When she served as UN Human Rights Chief from 2008 to 2014, Pillay was the chief defender of the anti-Semitic Durban II conference. In 2010, she accused Israel of treating international law with perpetual disdain. On repeated occasions, Pillay has accused Israel of being an apartheid state. She has even signed petitions lobbying governments to, quote, sanction apartheid Israel. Weeks after the May 2021 Hamas-Israel war, Pillay signed a letter to US President Joe Biden accusing Israel of provoking the war through aggressive actions and of practicing discrimination and systemic oppression. Friends, this is absurd. Navi Pillay was appointed to ensure a guilty verdict against Israel, to label it an apartheid state with the UN's imprimatur. It's time to speak up and demand an end to this perpetual inquiry, which has all the credibility of a Stalinist show trial. Please join UN Watch's campaign. Sign our petition today at unwatch.org. Thank you.